Simple strategy.
Yeah, man.
No, you witness it. You saw it. Check, it's moving.
So guys, before you can continue, please like, subscribe so that you can get notified once we upload. So guys, today the market was tradable. Hence you were to see my analysis once I started here because of the major key. Like I always say, if I have the major, I have everything into the market. You understand? So the major is the most important thing that advises you to know which direction are you actually taking. So nonetheless, let's get into the business. We're gonna start from H4. As you all know, I like starting at H4. I use H4 in most cases because H4 gives me the right confirmations. Understand? So we're gonna create our, let me fix this, let me unzoom the chart actually. We're gonna create our highest point. This is our highest point, and then we're gonna create our current highest point, lowest point I mean, and then we create our lowest point. So from this point here, we're gonna create our high. We're gonna take it from this point to this point here, and then we're gonna create our lower high from this point to the point. So as much as you can see, we haven't had our third touch. So as much as we don't have our third touch, it means the market has to come back and give us what? Our third touch. So you need to expect more selling opportunities than buying opportunities, because if you can understand in the market there's always like the third touch has to be there. If the third touch is not there, then it's a problem, you understand? But third touch has to be there. So if you can take it here, we know here we have our first touch, and then we have our second touch, and then we're hoping for our third touch somewhere here. So if you were taught by me, you could have spotted this sell from this point here by third touch, and then you could have spotted this trend, sell here by the trend inside a trend when it comes back and retest, understand, and the breakout. So if you can check here, we had a symbol of trend, the major key actually. Let me put it in the right words. And then here it was a retest from this position. It was a simple retest. The market came back and retested after it gave us a selling opportunity. So for continuation of it, if you want to know more about the major key, you just have to subscribe. We're going to teach you and you're going to understand. You're going to kill the market. As much as I can see here, I still see opportunities from the major key coming to this point. So our update here, we're going to say the market is heading here. And then we're going to go to 60 minutes. So if you were to ask me, what position can you take at this certain moment, I could say the right opportunities that you can take now is selling opportunities, where maybe you can spot them at this certain point right here. At this certain point here, you can take your selling opportunities, understand? Because at the end of the day, the market reversed before it touched the support. Let me show you guys the support that I'm talking about. Let me go back to H4. The market didn't touch this support. So for myself, if the market reversed on the way, I just feel that this market wanna capture people who wanna buy. At the end of the day, we're still gonna have like selling opportunities, understand? We're still gonna have like more selling opportunities. So I were to take this zone at this certain point here. So because the market reversed on the way, I still feel like we have to come back and respect this support at this certain point. As much as we reversed on the way, it means we'll still come back, you understand? So this is how it is. This is how the market will move. As much as you can see, the market will sell from this point to this certain point here. So this is our weekly update on Nas 100. if you didn't understand, you can ask us on the questions. We're going to explain everything we just analyzed to you here. So now we're going for our second asset, and which is Dow Jones. Dow Jones is actually US30. If you didn't know, now you know. So you're going to take it from this point here. As much as you can see, Dow Jones touched the current lowest point, but we're going to start by our highest point, and then we're going to continue with our current lowest point. Our current lowest point was here, but the market reversed here. So what I learned about Dow Jones is that if it can break and create the new highs, it doesn't actually come back and respect this trend. Now, this support, it comes back and respect the second one. I don't know why, but it's part of it, because maybe they understand that at this certain point we will have executed more trades. So in most cases, they come back and respect the second one. So I was aiming it from this position, entered few trades here, hold until US openings, then I made some few money, you understand? So, and then the other thing is that we have to create our previous lowest point so that we can understand the structure of the market. So as much as you can see here is that if I were to unzoom here, we have our lower high from this point here. You don't fake it. You don't need to fake it. Create it the way it is. So we have our lower highs here, and then we're going to create our higher low from this point here. From this point. So let us unzoom the chart so that we can see it very well. So guys, when you create trends, don't fake them or edit them. Make sure when you create them, you go for the second touch, understand? So that you can understand the whole market direction. So if you can check here, it was sort of like a retest. At this certain point here, it was a retest. So as much as you can see your trend, it's like this. Your trend is actually a downtrend, in a way that for you to be saying that the market will be buying, there will be a less option, understand? Because at the end of the day, always where I say where the trend start, it's where the trend has to end when it's going down. But there's highly chances for the market to reverse here and start buying, you understand? There's high chances, but you need to have proper analysis. For you to be confirming the sales here, obviously you are going to be using this analysis. But let's say now you want to confirm that the market is either it's going to buy or it's going to sell, you understand? For you to do that, you need to do what? You need to create a trend from this first touch, second touch, and then you have your third touch somewhere here. And then you do the same thing in the bottom. Let me show you how. You know, you need to milk this thing, understand? You need to milk this thing. You don't just analyze and then you confirm unnecessary movements, because here we have our zone, you understand? So for us to pass zone, we know that it takes time. So from this point here, we're going to create another trend going to the bottom. So actually guys, I'm going to create another video teaching you the market manipulation concept. You understand? There's what the market creates so that you guys can see, but actually the market during the process start creating some other things. As much as you can see, there's a proper trend giving you guys more selling opportunities going to the downwards. But as much as I came here and show you that it's a proper trend, yes, we understand by the rules, but by market manipulation concept, it's not actually a proper trend. You know why? This is a zone. This is our strongest part. This is the part whereby we're going to keep on playing. So for us to confirm that this trend will actually give us the downwards movement going to the downwards, it's invalid, you understand? So what we're going to do is that we're going to remove it. It's a simple thing. If you want to believe into a direction and have more confidence, you remove the previous analysis that you feel like the market won't respect. So here we have our touch here, first, second, and then this is our third. So the double bottom are actually counted as the third because the market can't break the trend without a double bottom. So if you can check from this point here, we can create our what? Trend inside a trend, which is major key. So we're gonna take it from this point here. So this point, it's a point whereby if we break, we know that the market can never come back into the bottom. But as much as I know here, we'll keep on playing, we'll never pass this support. We're gonna be actually doing what? Pushing to the top. So we're gonna take it here and say what? We're going to the top. As we're even approaching Thanksgiving, you understand? On Thanksgiving, things gonna go crazy. You understand? Things gonna go crazy. I feel like US30 is going to buy crazily. You understand? On Thanksgiving, the market buys. You understand? For my experience in the game for 2 years, looking at the market, I've seen 2 Thanksgiving and the market was buying heavily. You understand? So there's the direction of US30. You got it. So now let's go to 60. We're on 60 minutes. Yeah, we can go to 30 minutes. It's allowed. You can go to 30 minutes and see what is it that we see. So actually what I see here, it's a simple thing. You understand? Remember guys, when we teach you head and shoulder, we're gonna teach you a straight head and shoulder, but practically you need to check the market and see if it's a head and shoulder. So here we have like sort of like a head and shoulder from this point, and then we're taking it here, and then if you can check here, it's our right shoulder, the market pushing to the top non-stop. So you're gonna create what? You're gonna create your support at this certain point here. This is your strongest support as well. You're gonna create it here. So guys, as much as you can see, I gave you more information about it. We're gonna skip it. We see that we're going to the top. If the market comes back, touch here, buy. If the market comes back, touch here, buy. You don't let the market coming back. If it comes back to the point whereby you confirm buying opportunities, the market wanna pay you. Understand? The market wanna pay you. Check the market, it's moving, going to the top. I could be trading now. You can see that there's a proper analysis. Understand? So now we're gonna go to gold. Check how sexy it is. But nonetheless, let's forget about that. We're gonna go to H4. So on gold, guys, you can start from a daily time frame. I always say where you see the trend very well, that's where I advise you to start at. But as much as I can see here already, if I can start my trend here, I'm having a beautiful third touch. You understand? So this is what I like about the market. Let me just create this before I can create everything. Let me just create this and see if I'm correct. Yeah, it's like this. So I know that once I touch there, I'm gonna be moving at the top again. But nonetheless, we even have the structure. We need the structure. So let me take it to the day, to the daily time frame, so that I can understand everything. Understand? Let me take it to the day time frame. You know, guys, analyzing the market, it's not the hardest if you know where to start. So for my gold, my highest point being this one, and then my lowest point, it's here. Understand? So if we can break this trend, we'll come back and retest at this certain point here, and then that's when we're going to confirm our selling opportunities. But the market been playing around this position here for a while. But nonetheless, let's actually remove the trend and get our structure. So I'm going to create this point here. So my structure was here. The market broke and then came back inside. This thing once happened even here. The market broke and came back inside. But I always say go for the second touch. So my second touch is here. This is the point whereby if I break now, I feel like I'm going to be moving furthermore to the top. You understand? And then I'm going to create another trend into the bottom here. I always go by the touches. Understand? I respect the touches more than anything. So as much as you can see, this is how it is. And then I'm going to do this again, create a trend here. And then I'm going to create a trend here. I'm looking for my structure so that I can understand where is the market going. You understand? Gold is the simplest thing you can trade. People who lose gold, they trade with smaller time frames. If you can use bigger time frame to trade, the market always respect bigger time frames. Understand? These things are majors, so the market has to do what? Give it a major return, first, second, third. drop. Simple. You could have killed that buy. So here I'm gonna give it a support, because this is my strongest support that I know that this will protect me in anything. If I were to put stop loss, I will put into the bottom of this support. And then now I can see, but I feel like gold, we need to get more buying opportunities. I don't know how you feel, but I feel like I have to get another buying opportunities that will take me here. That's when I'm gonna say what we dropping. You understand? Okay, now I'm going to H4. This is what we actually have. At least you haven't broke the diagonal support. You haven't confirmed anything. You understand? You're still on buying opportunities, because this is your support. On the support you buy, on the resistance you sell. You understand? So this is how it is. So I think gold is the sexiest thing in the market. This thing is sexy. If you can see, you can see, bro. So as much as we can see, if you were to take buying opportunities here, I can say they are allowed, you understand? But gold will always give you proper analysis for you to enter. If you can check here, gold moves with trends. You can see. So I'm just giving you guys a clarity that what is it that you have to have so that you can confirm directions. Yeah, I think here it was here. Even at this certain point, we need to get something like this so that we can do what? Confirm our buying opportunities. So if you can check here, but it doesn't mean if, like, as you can check here, this is the same movement. You understand? What I mean now is that sometimes you can enter where the market maker thinks you can't enter. You know how market makers always think we can't enter at the zone because the market is dropping like this. Bro, I always change the market direction. Where I enter, the market changes direction. Is because I always focus most on reversals. You understand? Reversals are a point whereby the market knows you can't enter. They're always focusing on you guys. When you see a buy, at this certain point you want to enter sells. They know you want to enter sells. You understand? Always put your analysis like this. At these zones, once it touches, you can enter your buys. Put your stop loss nearby here so that you shouldn't lose a lot of cash. Then once it reverses, you just hold. What you do, you keep on looking the profit. If ever it creates a correction like this, there was a correction here like this, that's when you're gonna do what? You're gonna say, now I'm gonna be pushing to the top, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not gonna come back. The market just dropped here from this point to this point. No correction, no impulse. Obviously on the other time frames, 15 minutes there was a correction and impulse, but on the higher time frame there was not. Saying what? We need to have a correction, a bigger one that has to confirm us from coming here, if we're coming here, for breaking here. But depending on the shape of the correction, where actually is it taking us. But for now, I'm gonna confirm that if I were to enter a trade, I'm gonna enter a buy. That's all, guys. That's all. So let's go to 60 minutes time frame. You see the market, it's waiting here. Ask yourself, what is it that it's waiting for? This point, it's gonna reverse. Not gonna play no games. So guys, thank you guys for watching our YouTube channels. We appreciate that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Shout out to you all. Thanks.